Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win. So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On the ground with a leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gone! 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 Ready? Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Set! Gone! 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 19! Gone! 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 All right, now, look at 56.
Here we go. Jackson. That's coming down. It goes. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. A little forward on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
It's for Sean Perriman. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First down, they drop the throw. Dumps it up to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They look to throw here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And they will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Rashad Perriman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson, they're thrown down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Chased out left. There's some space here. Space to run past the 20. That is going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Trying to shake off the interception for this drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. You break the tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Fake here on first down. This is going to be caught. He went right for the football. That one goes for 24 yards.
No, check, Patriot. Gun. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Jackson on first down. Incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they will set up shot back there on 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he didn't hit that way to the end zone. This week you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown.
A good pick up there, 20 yards.
Play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense.
All right, now look at 56.
And you get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield.
Watch it now, Barney.
To cover. Here we go, Michael. We just snapped that.
Goes down. The Raiders able to get to him.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. 9 time is left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads.
Taken down, but not before reaching
Watch
the
it now,
15-yard line. A nice gain at 20. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The screen here to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, and it's the... Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They're going to look to throw. At the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Detroit!
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They run forward Mixon. They'll take it back down number 8 on the air. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Collins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there.
Needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Safety's creeping.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Hooked by Tavares Smith. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the ball. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame. Especially if they started the bulk of the games, I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First
Here we
half,
go
you still
now.
got a chance.
Green 39.
I think they're out of patience
Green
here. This
39.
has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays.
Those passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon,
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
probably back before
All right,
you were
now,
born.
lucky 56.
If you're
Lucky
starting
5.
in the first half, he might throw a little more for the game because they don't do the play now.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Point after here coming up. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now let's go! Boom! Let's...
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Jackson to throw. Complete. It's Lopez. In for the Ravens, touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one is huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pressure too much. Down he goes.
But maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. That's caught out in the pyramid. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Check, Patriot!
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'll throw here. Out of gun. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You're not voting. They do. It means a lot to them. It means respect along the way. If he's able to show what's going on hands all game long, he can win a second one.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up the throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point attempt to follow here. Can you believe it? He misses another one. His third so far. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that foul was coming up.
I always enjoy the conversation because the officials always tell you, I don't have to run the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe pump up the pace. Maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. And down here go at the 25. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Look at 56. Look at 56.
Just start back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal.
Taken down by the pressure. Geno Atkins in there to drop him
Check.
for
Patriot.
his 5th sack of the year.
Gun.
On third down, Jackson. For Collins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. We're back to Baltimore after this. Will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Arnie. Detroit.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up into heavy traffic. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set and change, or at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front. Back, working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Trying to lay one deep. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pass. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran by the pad.
This is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
3 down, 3 down. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a run with Miller. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line about the one. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
It'll be a loss of a yard. Looking to throw. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bengals.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a...
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tavares Moore. They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. It's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike's 50. Detroit! Get the ball right here. Let's go. Gun!
Down Jackson on second down. As he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. It's been a pretty good job for him as things continue to move on.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
4 down, 4 down. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Oh, you got deep? Here we go, here we go. 50.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
319!
They'll run it now at the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding the game.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just got the basic rules. See ball, not ball, turned into a
receiver, he's brought down.
To me, the defense was a little gas near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack is good. Now let's see if they can build in some momentum with that. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find the first part, to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted. Now the offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. It's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And now here's another interception. Jackson with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one completes a pyramid. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself confident.
Now he's forced that launch. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
He'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training team.
It's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. He's going to lead those throws running back. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Look to throw, and his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best. He's sliding it on this one. Open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increases accuracy.
He opted to go with the scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball. Right now, I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time.
For a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive and throw an interception. People think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jackson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up the 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles a bit tight end, but he couldn't do it.
He could scatter some bodies and able to get it down.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from the offense there. First down.
Detroit! Gone!
2nd down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Jackson will throw again. Just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gone!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
While
the trainers take a look,
go.
we'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Here we go.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Inside the 5 to the 4. So we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Gun! Take 4, take 4. Gun!
On second down, here's Jackson. This is complete. It's Allen. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Defensively, you said coming in early in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. But guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. To the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens, they call him back. And he takes off with it. It's a free. As his caught in the middle of the field. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know,
right,
that's
now,
college football. I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. Team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before...
All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how to
so that begs the question. Look at the penalty. It's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Eric Weber. And his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I love that quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I'm using my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And he'll go down, shot at 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, Detroit. Green, 39.
Here's Jackson. And then here's another interception. William Jackson with a penalty. And the return is stopped right inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Yet another interception. interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really good way.
Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there? The leg's still there. This is a tough game. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got it. Probably should have gotten it, but was able to escape the pocket. Unfortunately, by then, that played all over broken ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the scene. How they attack him here. Trying to shake out the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just put that in better.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On is the Hunter Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at the 20. We'll probably have 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. We're going to take control of this game. Harvey Miller should keep control of this game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding
Let's
right
go.
here.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, it becomes man on man. You got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make it happen.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
From midfield now, here's Johnson. He's going to go wide. They sack him back at the 42. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now on 4th down, it's the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman.
Signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Right side here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play?
Leopard!
Fantasy guys,
Leopard!
right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell
Back
you
there,
one
left
thing
belly,
or
Howard!
another. Has a bad play on one hand.
Oh, my goodness. Another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you know. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They go back to the air here after the 8-2 on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Connor. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Jackson. And now here's another interception. retrieve the target on that one.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The clear here is complete. He lost the fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. It's at the 50. Now they get this back across the midfield, striking down to the 47-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
To Travis Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now let's go. Blue Lanny. Blue Lanny. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
No, check, Patriot.
I just have to flat out apply. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys, it's caught inside the 30.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.